Yeah. So the first four sessions will be available in our channel. If you missed, you can gonna go with that. Anyway, Saturday and Sunday we don't have sessions. You can finish those four lectures, and Monday onwards we can continue with the live sessions. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have one query for you.
True, Naresh.
Before coming US, I have worked like 2 years back in India as a
Mm-hmm.
Java developer.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I have graduated recently from computer science. I did my master's here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you suggest me to go? Shall I go with Java developer or data engineer? Because
Yeah.
right now in US, data engineer is very booming right now.
Yes, yes, exactly. So, but the thing is, you already have good knowledge on Java because you worked on 2 years, right? And Java
Yeah,
also evergreen subject. Example, data engineering. Yes, obviously, our main agenda also, like you can see our name itself, data vision. We have
yeah,
mainly data science, data engineering, data analytics. But in sometimes, compared to data engineer also, because of the consistency, Java people are also getting good opportunities in US market. Maybe you can check there also, right? So it's a
yeah,
consistency is there, but data engineering, what happening now, it's a mixing with the multiple skills. To be frank, now data engineering, as of now, maybe we are not teaching CI/CD pipelines, which is related to DevOps and SRE. Maybe another couple of months I need to teach those also.
yeah. Because right now everything is migrated to cloud, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So we need to learn continuously, even though Java also in some cases they are using in data field. So upskilling will be the never-ending process. You have to learn continuously. So
Yeah,
in
true that.
currently your situation, I can suggest you maybe you can go with the now Java. Anyway, you have 2 years of work experience in Java, right? You can refresh it everything, like you can upskill here, and then maybe in future depends on your requirement, their market situation. Maybe you can move to the other subjects as well. But learning should be like an evergreen now. Like we have to be learn continuously.
Yeah. So is it only strictly, I mean, core Java and
No, no,
advanced
no, no.
Java
It's a full
or
stack Java actually. We are covering like all the concepts. Again, Kumar will explain you today. So Kumar Agarwal sir. So he will explain you today again. So React and almost all the concepts he was going to be covered.
okay.
Okay.
So there
Any other
won't be
question?
any deployment, right? We don't deploy
Yeah,
any Java
exactly.
application in. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So the technical topics he will cover again. So market,
So right now in US, they expecting
frank,
their
market is not
expectations
good.
are
I
very
know.
very much too
I
much.
will tell
Yeah,
you the story. Market is not that good in US compared to India. US
yeah,
market is not good, but we are expecting by elections. To be frank, earlier we expect by September itself. Maybe we are expecting couple of openings due to the election is going to be happen in November, right?
yeah.
So
Next month.
to hold down the current local situation, we expected initially maybe in September itself they will release some openings, but still
Yeah,
not that so high. But we already have some tie-ups in across US, Canada, Mexico, and UK with some consultancies. We are also providing corporate trainings to those people on data field, and now we are starting with the Java too. So I'm getting to know EAD people and GC people are getting more opportunities than H1B and OPT.
yeah. True that.
So because they are going for the full time, but consultancies boom again. I'm expecting for sure. Even after results, we will get more.
And many consultancies are not even joining these OPT candidates. They are not even taking us.
Due to the if you want to discuss on that part, there is a lot many issues happened in the last couple of months, particularly from the Indian and Telugu people as well. It seems like your name also it's a Telugu. So there
Yeah,
is a couple of people who get caught during this human trafficking cases, but it's not actually human trafficking. Same, this consultancy is giving some what I can say. Um,
yeah. I'm aware of that. I'm in Texas itself.
so
I'm in Dallas.
exactly.
I know that.
So that guest house and all, they are staying in one guest house around 10 to 12 people. So when these cleaners came to the home, they thought like it's a human trafficking. But
Yeah,
some, yeah,
that's not true actually. Yeah,
yeah,
they,
it's a, but what
uh,
happened? They find some illegal things what they usually some consultancies unfortunately will do, and they are having lot many rights on these consultancies, and lot many consultancy people not taking any these guest
OPT
house things,
candidates.
guest house exactly OPT things, and some consultancy hired they are almost they vacated all these guest houses also.
Yeah,
Usually,
due to
once your
that,
master's completed earlier, they will chase for you. They will come to your college and they will make a marketing and they will take you until you are getting placed. They will help you with the shelter. But now there is
yeah,
no
correct.
opportunity for that, right?
Yeah, due to that one reason, now no one is daring to take us.
Mm. Honestly, if I say it's not only one reason, but from the last time observing the interview pattern also, even locals got to know what our people are doing.
Yeah, we have many layers here. They do many business. It's
Yeah.
end of the day, this consultancy they do business.
Exactly. So
But
they need
for us, we want a job.
candidates need a job, and the
Yeah,
consultancy need to get placed you as early as possible. In those cases, they are doing some maybe illegal activities. Maybe not we can say illegally and ethically also. So they are showing some more experience on your profile, and ultimately you are getting placed. But these are all got to know by the locals now, and they are more aware about what situations is happening, right? That's the reason they are
yeah,
not encouraging H1B, trying
correct.
to hire full time. But still,
Yeah,
we'll
our Indian people they created the competition here
yeah. So, but
for
hope,
their
but
personal
thing
agenda.
is, scenario is even there's no once you are entered into the job, somehow you will finish your work. You can't say simply I don't know about this, right?
Yeah, correct.
That's the one reason now because of the little slow in the US market. And another fortunate thing for Indian people, all those projects are migrating to the India. That's the reason you can see in the recent pattern, India's salaries also is very huge. 20 lakhs become is very normal in India now. In tech
Yeah.
side, maybe either Java side or else data side, data engineers, data analyst and all. For 4 5 years experience also, they are getting 20 lakhs.
Oh, so the market is good in India right now?
India is very good. So people are losing. Maybe you never heard like layoffs in India. You can see any layoff related. It's might be happened somewhere outside, not in India. But it's still identically they are going with the layoffs. But what happening? Example, in one company, they want to lay off couple of people. They will check first who had a fake candidate list. They
Okay.
will say like a re-verification. Then obviously these people will leave the job. Officially, they are not
Yeah.
doing any layoffs. So
It's
the most of the
correct.
companies knows how many people joined with the genuine experience and who are the people had a fake experience. Till their work is need, they won't touch. When they want to fire you, then they will ask you to re-verify. Then obviously you will leave the job. It's I heard from the couple of months of people who worked 2 years, 3 years, 4 years after that also they leave the job because of the this fake experience.
Yeah, one of my roommate, he's in STEM OPT. He got job after 6 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
After joining one day, he got laid off.
Exactly.
That's unfortunately very bad.
Yeah. So maybe even in India also during the COVID time, our people did some mistakes like joining two companies at a time, which is not legal in India. And
Yeah,
few
correct.
people encourage like till they are getting project, they are enjoying their salary for 2 months, 3 months, and simply they leave the jobs. So all those things also companies some they disappointed with these scenarios. There's some reasons
Mm.
actually, right?
Yeah, but right now very tough here. Recession, it may come next year. There few people are saying the recession may hit very bad.
Yeah. So maybe recession, what from my point of view, I won't believe on recession. Maybe even though recession, some openings should be there, right? We have to fight for those openings. Example, in entire US, if you have only 10 openings also, as you are into the Java, right? So imagine there is only 10 openings in Java for entire US. But you have to fight for the 10 jobs. You have to be planned to up to the mark for the to get the capability to get the job capabilities.
Correct.
What market is need for that time with a Java developer, maybe additional skill set is required. You have to be learn and you have to be prepared for that.
Yeah,
So
who have good
learn
experience,
and
they are getting good jobs. That's not a problem.
is it firing and
Only
hiring will
problem
be
with
the
the fake
evergreen process.
candidates,
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
experience.
But still, some like if you are in a front end developer or some of these skills, you can just try for the jobs from Upwork and free like freelancer. some freelancing projects you can get easily compared to other tech people like data related. Java people can get chances to work on freelancing tasks. This HTML, CSS concepts also will be there, right? Because data is a
Yeah.
complicated and we can't share easily with the someone else, right? So data related projects will be little difficult to get freelancers
Mm-hmm.
until unless
Yeah,
it's not a
correct.
so typical subject. So regular subjects maybe easily they will get, but compared to data people, Java people will get easily the freelancing projects and that.
Yeah.
Until
So
that time they will find.
do you guys provide job assistance for like job support? One moment, I will be back.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Naresh, I didn't get you.
You told you'll be back, but yeah, we
Yeah.
do provide job support as well.
Yeah. So till you are getting placed, I can help you with the marketing as well, Naresh, in US. And we do, I told you, right, we do have some consultancy tie-ups across US and all. So if need, like, I can able to help you with your processing H1B, but it depends on your both team. I just guide you to connect with them, but later you have to be take care, like your transaction fees, something will be there, right? The percentages. You both guys can take a decision there. Okay. So meanwhile, I want to explain you some more concepts today, like how KS are going to help you to get placed in India first. In the US again, I will tell you. But in India, how we are going to help you to get placed, I'm going to explain few minutes here, guys. So first of all, we are going to help you with making your portfolio by completing this course. Hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes. Okay.
So this is the one of the portfolio recently who got in a job actually. So by end of this course, we are going to help you with all the people like your own website, similar way. Okay. So your name and your aspiring Java developer or full stack Java developer or software engineer, whatever you, right? So your GitHub account, your LinkedIn account, we will help like you can see here, right? So we are going to help you with these things also. Hmm. So, and your self-introduction, maybe most of the people might be joined here as a fresher. She was also fresher and that too, but into the agriculture BSc, but still she was able to get a job as a data scientist. So her self-introduction we will record and we will post here. And also what are the skill sets she learned at that time and her resume and her end-to-end project, even though you people also have to be take on three end-to-end projects by completing this course and you have to be explained by yourself. You can see her video so how she was explaining, maybe I will just give you a walkthrough. Hope you are able to hear this voice also. You are able to hear her voice, guys.
No.
Now?
No, actually.
Yeah, okay, fine. So I will share this link. You can check it and her explanation of the end-to-end project, like it's in a crop building because of her background in agriculture BSc. So we guided her to take one project in this, apart from the what trainer teaching in the class. Additionally, she did and some other projects on food application projects and customer churn, and she made. Similar way for you people also, we are going to help you with make some projects and are going to be record. So during this journey, what going to be happen? You will get some confidence while recording. For sure in a one go you can't record your session, right? The entire project and how you, because of these 15-20 minutes explanation also, you will spend minimum a week to record again and again. Obviously will get confidence, it will boost to crack your interview in real time, right? So, and also we are going to help you with the, if possible, on the day one of the your course onwards, we will help you with some internships opportunities so that it's if it is a free internship, not going to pay any penny. If you want to get a paid internship, maybe after 2 months or 3 months, if you have some idea, then we can work out on a paid internship projects and all. So that by completing this course itself, we will get around 4 to 6 months of internships. Because of this 4 to 6 months internship in your resume, if you are in a fresher particularly, I'm saying, so that you can showcase like that 6 months internship in your resume and can go for an interviews. So experiential professional, obviously we are going to go with your experience only, so you no need to worry. But freshers, I'm saying you can go with the internships on the day one onwards, no need to wait till the course completion. From the day one onwards, you can go plan as an intern and by a course is going to be happen for 5 months, 5 to 6 months. In these 6 months, you will get internship also. Then it will become easy to get opportunities. So our ultimate goal compared to our competitor in the sense your colleague, your co-student, and who are applying for the Java developer fresher, our resume, our portfolio, and our way of approach should be different, and it's better than them. Then only you can able to get more opportunities. So it's a competitor world. Well, before we are discussing with Naresh, like there is only 10 openings in a market, but out of 10 market, we have to be grabbed that. So that's the reason I'm not going to believe in the recession. The hiring and firing will be happened every day, right? Anyone have questions, guys, here? Suman, Shravan, Satish, Aditi, Pawan?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Shall I take over?
yeah, hi. You can take over, sir, now.
Yeah. So what we will do today is, can you guys hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes. So what we will do today is first we will see the roadmap. What will we learn in this course? So what are the topics I will cover and what are the topics you will learn? Next, I'll show some rough plan. Like I have planned that this week these lectures I have planned. I'll show that, and then we will do some parts that were left yesterday, and if time permits, some practice problems, or else I will give those practice problems as assignment for weekend. You can solve them, and we can discuss them on Monday. That works. Okay, I'll just share the screen. Okay, so this is the course curriculum you might have got. So I will just go through that. So these are some like modules that I have made. So it's like a high level modules course. Okay. So we'll see core like uh, it might be Java course, but it's like first we will cover most of the programming concepts. So OOPS is a programming concept. So in core Java concept, definitely we have to learn OOPS. So we will see core Java concept. We'll see some Java specific advanced programming concepts, and then memory management. So how Java manages the memory. So we might see like first few maybe I can give one lecture on this initially before teaching core Java concept, and then again come back on detail later. So this is one thing. Package management, Maven, Gradle, if you have heard of it. Database connectivity. So this is where we will see basic database concepts, and then we will see how to connect to database through Java, JDBC and all, building REST APIs. So how to build your APIs. Then you'll see some like it is not just Java course. So we will see some topics like microservice architecture, design patterns. Okay. So these are the concepts that will help you in designing systems. Okay. And then we'll see this building how to build an app, how to do front end. So this front end development basics will cover HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and one front end framework, React JS maybe. Okay. So we will see some example program. We can build one small website so that you will get how to build website from scratch. So we'll use all the four HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React JS, and we can build one website. And I'll give you one website for like to build for as an homework or something. So you can also try to build. Then you'll see a few Java concepts, Spring Boot. This is important. Unit testing. This is also important for a developer. And design patterns. So design patterns, there are some specific design patterns, strategy pattern. Like I will just go through. Think. So these are some cost benefit. You will get hands-on project, career support. This is the USP for KSR Data Vision. So they will not leave you until you get a job. It's not like you have to follow up with KSR Data Vision. They will follow up with you regularly. So that is the USP. Next, so if you want to become full stack developer, so this is a very good course, very good course. Okay. Sure. So we'll go through these modules once. If you're not able to hear or something, please put it in chat. I'll just see chat regularly. If you have any doubts, put it on chat, or you can unmute and tell. Okay. So introduction to Java programming. This week we have covered this part, introduction to programming languages, setting up Java, what is JDK JVM. We have covered this data types, operators, basic program structures. So we are at control flow statements now. Okay. So then we'll go to basic input output in Java. We'll see what are methods, how to debug in IDE. So we'll see all these things. Then core concepts, which I told, object-oriented programming language concept, how to create Java packages. Then collections framework, Java IO, and exception handling. So these are some core Java concepts. This exception handling, object-oriented programming is like generic programming concept. You might have to use classes in Python if you are coding in Python or in any other language as well. Advanced Java programming, we'll see multi-threading. So how to leverage multi-threading for doing your task faster. So we'll see even from basics, we'll see. Then lambda expressions, some Java concepts. So we'll see different features, versions, like what are the features in different Java versions. Some Java networking, annotation. These are I think it will be confusing for you to see this, but yeah, these are some Java concepts. Next is Java memory management, how JVM manages memory, heap, stack memory, memory leaks, prevention, all those things. Then one important concept, garbage collection. So this is specific to Java and how you can do performance tuning in garbage collection using JVM. Yeah. Next is package management. So Maven and Gradle. So we'll see what is form file, all those things we will see. Database connectivity. So we'll see what are asset properties, uh, how to do a transaction, what is how like what is a database architecture, how database works, what are indexes, what are tables, what is schema. We will see how like little bit example of SQL running on a database also, and we will see JDBC. JDBC is the how to connect to database through Java. Then we will also see ORM. So this will help you. This we'll see later. I'll explain what is this in during the class as well. Then REST APIs. So this is very very important. This is what developers do. They build APIs. So and we will see some advanced features as well, like authentication, how authentication happens. All those things we will see. Microservices architecture. So what is a microservice architecture? Load balancing, API gateway. This is like a system design. So some part of system design will do. Then server programming. These servlets, how to create application, all those things. Front end development. So we will see differences between what these frameworks, and then we'll see React. We'll see HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we have 2 weeks planned for front end. It's not like we will not see anything at all. 2 weeks is a lot for like at least learning a grasp of it. Then if you want, if let's say you're liking front end, so I have 1 or 2 weeks buffer. I'll add more concepts on front end. Okay. So 1 week will be buffer for late. So we might get late in classes by explaining something. So 1 week I'll keep. 1 week I have buffer for some other extra concepts you want to learn that we can do. So Java server pages, Spring and Spring Boot, unit testing in Java. So how to write unit test, how to mock thing, what is test driven development. So we'll see design patterns. So creational, structural, and behavioral patterns. So there are few design patterns, and this is very important because people in companies, when you join companies, right, people speak in design patterns. They will tell, let's use strategy pattern to complete this task. But if you don't know what is strategy pattern, it will be very difficult. Then this is the most important part of the future. Uh, this is the most important part of the course. We will develop a Java application in class. 1 week we will take. We will set up Git. We will set up. Okay. Next is project made by students. So I will give you topics maybe, or you can choose your topics and create your own project. Okay. If the students are more, we will form team, or else you can work in pair of two maybe. It will be difficult because you might be in different locations, right? So you can work individually as well. Okay. Apart from this is just a course material. We will have interview preparation with assignment. I will show how we will plan that, and some basics, data structures and algorithms. Why data structures and algorithms? In every full stack developer role, in every developer interview, first round will always be DSA. Okay. So we will cover like every week small concepts. Let's say one data structure here, and then if you want, if you have doubts, you can ask me. I will encourage after 2 weeks or 3 weeks of course. I will start encouraging you to solve DSA problems in the weekend, solve practice problems in the weekend. So if you start, this is just a practice thing. Even if you know the concept, if you don't practice, it will be very difficult for you. So you have to practice this 4 5 months regularly DSA problems. The more you practice, the more you will learn. Practice using Java. So you will gain Java concepts as well. You will gain DSA concepts as well. Okay. So these are the things we will see. It's quite a big modules. Okay. Next, tools and technologies covered. So we have seen all this. In databases, we might cover. Sorry, I'll drink water. In databases, we might cover MySQL, Postgres, and in frameworks, Spring Boot, Hibernate, version control, Git, GitHub, CI/CD. Also, we will see GitHub Actions. We will see, or else Jenkins. One of these we will see, and we'll give certification. Okay. So you can have all these career opportunities. You can also have data engineer or machine learning because you know Java. So you will have to do additional 1 or 2 months of preparation if you want to go to data engineering, data analyst, or machine learning. But you can still have because you will have programming experience. Okay. Yeah. So can you see this sheet, right? So this is the plan I have created. So topics planned, day, week, each day. So every week I have few topics. And if you see in every fifth day of the week, I have interview questions and problem solving. So there we will see some part of data structures. Okay. And in some weeks I have 2 days as well. So in this week I have 2 days because object oriented programming, there are a lot of problems. That is the topic in which lot of interview questions can be asked. I think, is there any doubts? Someone messaged or something? No. Okay. Then there is collection framework, then multi-threading. Again, every week fifth you will see practice problems like that. Okay. 1 week for microservices architecture. Okay. And 2 weeks for front end. Okay. And in front end also there might be some interview questions, right? We'll practice that. We will solve few examples. We will see. We will create some HTML pages. We will use CSS to style it, and then we will use JavaScript to do responsive, add clicks and all. And then we will use React.js framework to improve it further. Okay. Then unit testing, design patterns, project 1 week for full project made by self. There are 2 weeks buffer which I have kept. Usually 20 weeks course we have planned. So this might be because 1 week might be a delay part. So if there are some delays in project, something took time to explain, all those things can happen, right? And 1 week buffer if you want to learn anything new, if you didn't understand anything, I can add. And if we have 2 weeks, we can have some data structures, practice problems. I will explain in class some difficult problems we can go through. So that will help you ace the interviews as well. So you will know how to think about a problem. Okay. And you can you can do some problems in an instant. So easy problems for you, it should be solvable within 5 minutes, maybe. Okay? You should be able to code in some time. 10 to 15 minutes, you should be code and complete all the edge cases you should be able to solve. Okay? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay? Now what I will do? Mm, any doubts in the plan modules? So there was one question asked, like which is better, Java full stack course versus Python full stack course. Okay? So as per industry standards, if I see people using Python majorly for data engineering, and data engineering also it's a mix up. So people use Java as well for data engineering, because I have seen one of my friend using Java for data engineering. And next is machine learning. Machine learning, people previously people used to use R. Now people are using Python. So Python is becoming famous for machine learning, data engineering, all those things. But backend में also Python is coming. But since Python is slow, we have seen that Python is an interpreted language. Python is little bit slow than Java. So people still prefer, many of the companies still prefer Java for backend. Second, for any and building any enterprise application, Java is preferred, because Java can easily integrate with mobile application. Java can easily integrate with front end. Okay? So that flexibility of Java gives Java an edge. So you can the deciding course is always your choice. So what you want to learn, which field you want to go, based on that you can decide. Okay? So let's start today's class. If you guys have any doubts in modules, please let me know. Because I think today, this weekend, you guys will have to decide whether you're joining this course or not. So yeah, please let me know if you have any doubts in modules. And it is not like if you are not understanding a concept, we will leave you. So in weekends, if you want, you can call me to like get understanding of a concept. You can put it on a group. Ki, yes, I did not understand this. Could you explain? Yeah, I'm trying to solve this problem. Could you explain? So whenever like I get little time, I will just call and help you. It's not that support is always, that support will always be there. So that is important part. Okay. So let's start today's class from previous class. Okay. We are not doing some revision questions, because we will be doing some practice problems today if we get time. We are already past time a lot. So first we'll think about this, what we have seen yesterday. So I have asked you to code for leap year. Okay. First find out what is the definition of leap year, given input year, print if the year is leap year or not. Okay. So this we will see in practice problems. First, let's come out this. How would you explain the concept of loop to someone who has never programmed before? Okay. Can you think of a real life analogy? Can anyone? Has anyone thought about this? Okay. I will start. Okay. So let's say you want to do a task repeatedly. For example, you have a pile of clothes kept. You want to fold each one and put it on cupboard. Okay. So while doing programming for such tasks, let's say, I think some issue with my mic. Give me a minute. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say you want to fold your clothes. Okay. So for each folding of a cloth, if you write a code, कि yeah, fold my shirt, ठीक है? So for example, if I have a, let's say this hello world file, if I do system fold my shirt, let's say, okay. Next, if you write something like fold my pant. So if you go on writing this will become cumbersome. Okay. So for every repeated task you want to do, you can use loop. Okay. If you can just use, so we have seen for loop yesterday, right? So you can just list the number of items, like let's say all the clothes in a list, put it in a list, and you can tell for all the items in that list, I just want to fold. Okay, so that will fold that. Okay, so this is a real life analogy. Okay, so for all the repeated tasks, let's say your day-to-day task, you have to eat, get up, eat, then work, then sleep. So these are few tasks you will do repeatedly. So if you want to model that, you can use for loop. Okay. So this is that how to explain loop, concept of a loop. Okay. Next, what we will do today is we left with we left switch case statement yesterday, for loop, while, do while loop, and then we'll do practice problems. Okay. So I'll just revise control flow statements. So control flow statements in programming are constructs. So it's like a construct that allow you to control the flow of a program. How does it control? Based on a condition, you can execute some statements, or you cannot. You can execute some other statements. So based on that, you can jump. You can do looping. You can do repeated task using loops. Okay. These will enable you make decision, repeat actions. Repeat actions is through looping, and manage the order in which statements are executed. So which order the statements has to be executed, that you can manage. Okay. So what were the type of control flow statements? One is conditional statements. So we have seen if else statement, if else if, nested if. We'll see switch case today. Then looping statements. We'll see for loop, while loop, do while loop. Okay. So in conditional statement, how is the flow? You start the code, you check for a condition. If the condition is true, you execute a statement, or else you end it. Same wise, if the condition is false, you might add another statement block here, and then you end it. Okay. In looping statement, how is it? You start with an initialization, check the condition. If it is true, you execute statement, then you increment or decrement, change that some variable, and then again check the condition. Until this condition is true, you will keep executing the statement. Once the condition becomes false, you will end. Okay. This is how looping works. Okay. So we'll see some live demo of switch case statement. Control flow statements part 2. Okay. Main. Okay. Let's take a real life scenario. Okay. Based on gender, you want to tell whether he's a male or female. That is one scenario. So first we will see one example of if else, so that others also know. Then we will go to switch case. Okay. Give me a minute. If gender is equal to male, we have seen this example. System dot println gender is male. Okay. Else, same thing, gender is female. Okay. So for that, what we have to define? We have to define gender. Okay. Here's the gender is male. Okay. So see the difference here. This is an assignment operator. Okay. And this is comparison, relational operator. Okay. Just remember this difference. Now let's see an example of switch case. Okay. One example will be, let's say, based on week number, you have to print weekday. Okay. So what you can do, let's say int, I'm keeping day as, let's say 4. Okay. Let's say our week starts with Monday. So what you can do if else as well. If day is equal to 1, print something, print Monday, something like that. Okay. But you can do something like this as well. Switch case. Switch case is like if else only. Switch day. What you have to check. Okay. Then you open the bracket. Switch day. And you can write each cases you want to check. Case 1. So if day is 1, what you have to do? System.out.println Monday, because we started with Monday. Okay. If day is 1, print Monday. It's not open bracket like this. It's like this format. Okay. In only switch case statement. Then what we have to do, one thing we have to add is break. I'll tell what is break. Be patient with this. Okay. Case 2, same thing you have to write. I'll just copy paste. Okay. So case 2, what should be 2? Tuesday. Case 3, Wednesday. Case 4, Thursday. Case 5, Friday. Case 6, Saturday. And case 7, Sunday. Okay. And one last thing we can keep is default. I'll explain what is default. Just be patient. We can write invalid type. Okay. So this is how the switch case is written. So there are 3 important parts. One is switch, and in the switch you don't have to write condition like in if in if you'll write if day is equal to, no, you just have to mention the variable name. Okay. And what you have to check, if day is 1, what you have to do. So case may you should write the values. So what case may values. Okay. So same thing what we did for gender we will do in switch, then you will understand. Then for each case, what you have to do, you have to write. Okay. So there is a break thing. So if you write break in switch cases, ideally what program will do is it will check every case. Okay. Even after it gets case 1, if day is equal to 1, let's say, even after 1 is satisfied, it will print Monday, but then again it will check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 default, everything it will check. Okay. And then it will break. Then it will come out of this. So what break will do? Break will help you to get out of this bracket. Okay. Once you satisfy a case, you will get out of this bracket. So that is how syntax is defined. So we use break in looping as well. So if you want to break a loop, you use the break statement, the loop will break. Okay. So why do you think break might be required? So I told you a situation, right? Yesterday, loops can go infinitely. So you don't know what input you will get. So what breaks can do is if you get some bad input such that your loop, your machine can run infinitely, you can break out of it. So that is why breaks are given. You can write conditionally, if this condition is met, please break. I don't care what is happening in the code. Okay. So that is why break is needed. And what is default? Okay. If any of these case doesn't satisfy, default node will be executed. Okay. Consider this as a different nodes you have to execute based on the situation. So if day is 1, this will be executed. So default will be executed if any of these condition is not satisfied. Shall we try this? Let's print Thursday. So if day is for Thursday, let's say if we give some random input, what it will do? Invalid day. Okay. Let's say I forget to put break. Okay. And if I put day 1, let's see what happens. See. Okay. This is why breaks are very important. Okay. I don't know like how internally it is executing and going inside too as well. But yeah, this is just the difference between break. If you just put break here, you'll see Monday. Okay. You saw the difference between break, right? So Monday and Tuesday. So this is how switch case can be used. Okay. Let's see an example where we don't use break at all. Instead of this, I'll just comment it so that it's easier for me to add when later. See, everything is printed. Okay. So break is the only thing that is making it not print. Okay. So let's say day is not 1. Let's say day is 3 and there is no break. What happens? It will start printing from Wednesday. Okay. So how switch case is executed? What it does is it will check first which case is matching. Okay. It will go to that. After that, it will execute whatever is there in between. It will not check whether case 4 is matching or not. It will execute whatever is there. That is how it works. Okay. Now let's put break. So in switch case, break is very important. Please remember. Okay. Now let's use this problem and solve again using switch. Switch gender. This is the syntax gender. Case M system dot. I'll just copy paste that. Break, very important. Case F. So you can write this here now. System dot out. Gender is female. If any other input, let's say any other input, you can just print invalid gender. Okay. Now just say execute this. Gender is male. Okay. So this is how case statement work. Okay. Now let's go through for loops. Okay. In for loop, we will take one example. What we can take? Okay. We can take monthly savings, let's say. So I am saving every month some rupee and I want to calculate total savings. Okay. So what I will do in my array and savings. Okay. I have some savings. So first month I saved 100 rupees. Next month I saved 123. Then I saved 140 rupees. then I saved again 100, then I saved 50 only, then I saved 400. In this month I have saved 300. Okay, so 7 months, then 200, then 567, then 345. Okay, 4, 8, 10. There are another 2 months, 209 and 365. Okay, so these are my savings. What I want to do is I want to calculate how much I have saved total in a year. Okay, so int total savings. Okay, let's put it as 0. Okay, what we can do, we can use for loop. We have seen that syntax for loop, right? So what is the syntax? For I is equal to 0, something we have to start. Okay, I less than, there are 12 months. Okay, so if I is till I less than 13, see, not since it is starting with 0, I less than 12. Since I goes till 11, I have to execute this loop. Then I plus plus. Okay, but you have to declare I. So let's do a declaration for I, int I like this. Okay, this is the for loop definition. Okay, what you can do, what operator we have learned? Total savings plus equal. This is an assignment operator. Plus equals savings of I. Okay, so what we are doing, for each savings we are adding it to total savings. Okay, so then what we can do, system dot out dot println total savings. Okay, let's execute. What do you think, will it run? 2889. So I've saved approximately around 3000 rupees. Next, what you can do, you can find average, double average savings per month, let's say. Okay, you can do total savings divided by cast total saving to double, because if you don't cast, it will do integer divided by 12. Okay, now let's just print this. You have said approximately 240 rupees per month. Okay, so this is the example where loops are required. Okay, next let's see some example where while and do while is required. Okay, we will see one example with while loop and one example with do while. Okay, so the syntax for while loop is while condition. So this is the condition. Okay, until this condition is satisfied, it is true, while loop will execute. Once the condition becomes false, it will come out. Okay, you can execute your statements here. Execute your statements here. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, so what we can do, let's say we can think about a car mileage tracker. Okay, so I have a full tank of car. Every day I drive approximately 50 kilometers, let's say. And if I have full tank, my car can go 500 kilometers. Let's say this is an example. Okay, so I want to check. Okay, let's start this. Int full tank kilometer is equal to 500. Okay, so this is the till 500. Every day I want to check how much I have traveled. Okay. While I'll just add while full tank greater than 0. So until the full tank is greater than 0, until the full tank is empty, I just want to execute. Okay. What I will do, system dot out dot println. What is the current full tank? I want to know. Okay. And I'll just reduce full tank. Every day I'm traveling 50 kilometers, right? This is one way you can do. What is another way? You can use assignment operator like this. Okay, 50. What do you think will happen? Let's execute. Okay. So first it was 500 first day, then 450, 400, 350, 300, 250, 200, 150, 150. Okay. And then it exited. So this is how you do this. Same is the case for do while. Do while syntax is like this. Instead of checking condition at first, in do while we check condition later. Do, it will say do first. Don't think. Then check the condition. Okay. So same thing we can do with do while. Do while full time less than 0. Okay. I think this is the syntax. Yeah, I think this should be the syntax. Let's run and check. No, this is not. Sorry. What has happened? What has happened here? Why it is going infinitely? Because in the first full tank is 500 here. After this loop, full tank has become 0. Okay. In do what happens? First you do. That is what it is telling. And it is reducing full tank to -50. So that becomes -50. So full tank is always less than 0. Always less than 0, it is going infinite. Okay. So that's why breaks are needed. So what you have to do is you have to again initialize full tank here. Initialize full tank kilometer is equal to 500 back. Okay. So see, these mistakes can make your code run very bizarre. Okay. Let's debug. Even I'm not able to know why. So it's 500. Let's comment this out. We'll understand. Yeah, it is just printing 500. Okay, I'm reducing by 50. So I'll just let me print here as well. 450. Oh, while full tank is not less than, greater than. Sorry, the condition itself was wrong. Yeah, so it's printing correctly now. Okay, so I'll just remove this statement. Yeah, so the mistakes like this can make your code run bizarre, which you don't know why it's happening. So see, everything is printed same again. So if I just uncomment this, you will see 2 times we are printing the same thing. So 500, 550. So the difference here is difference between do and while loop. Sorry, while and do while. The difference is full time. Condition. This condition. So first, if you want to check condition, so before entering loop itself, you tell, yeah, I want to check if the condition is not satisfying, don't enter into the loop. Then you use while loop. And when do you use do while? You have to do at least one iteration, even if the condition satisfies or not. Then you do while loop. So let's write that down. What's the time? It's 8. Okay. We have time to do practice problems. One is while for checking condition at first.
before executing. Do while checking condition after executing. Okay. So one thing which we missed yesterday was that complement operator for bitwise. So Monday we will see that in bitwise operator there were 2-3 shift operator as well that I will explain on Monday, and along with that complement. So actually the issue was Java, every programming languages represent binary as 2's complement. So I will explain what is 2's complement. Everything I will explain tomorrow. Okay, let's do some practice problem. So I will create a new file. Practice problem. Conditional control flow statements. Okay. First, how many of you have seen what is leap year? How many of you don't know what is a leap year? Can anyone just explain me? What is a leap year? Given a year, how will you know whether it's leap year or not? Anyone in the call? Given a year, let's say 1995. Is it a leap year? Anyone? No one knows. Please be interactive. Then only class will be interesting. Anyone in the class? What is a leap year? Okay, I'll just explain. First, let's do leap year problem. So basic definition of leap year is if the number is divisible by, if the year is divisible for, it is leap year. Okay. So let int year is equal to some input 1343. Let's say I want to check if it is a leap year. If year is divisible by 4, that means remainder should be 0, right? If something is divisible by 4, its remainder should be 0. The leap year, else not a leap year. Okay. So this is how you can write whether it's leap year or not. But there is a catch here. Okay. So for leap year, there are 2-3 conditions. First, if it is divisible by 400, it is a leap year. Okay. This is one definition. Second, if it is divisible by 100 but not 400, it is not a leap year. So you can check that 2100 will not be a leap year. So 2096 will be a leap year. After that, direct 2104 will be a leap year. So 2100 will not be a leap year. You can check in calendar. Okay. So this is one condition. Next, for all other years, which is not divisible by 100, just check. It is not divisible by 100. Just check if it is divisible by 4. Then it is a leap year. Okay. So this is the actual definition of leap year. Anyone has any doubts? Okay. So let's code this. This is a simple program, but this is what we have to code. Okay. The first thing we will do is we will check if the number is divisible by 100 or not. If year is divisible by 100. Okay, so this is first thing you can do. If it is not divisible by 100, what we can do? We can just do this, right? If it is not divisible by 100, we can check if here is divisible by 4, then it is a leap year, or else it's not. Okay, if it is divisible by 100, what we have to check? If year is divisible by 400, okay, it is a leap year, else not a leap year. Okay, is this clear now? So first, if you just write it down, the definition, and see the conditions, based on that you can easily code. What I have did, I know that if it is divisible by 100 but not by 400, it's not a leap year. Okay, so that only I have written. If it is divisible by 100 and 400, then it is a leap year, else it's not a leap year. For other reasons, for other years, else if it is not divisible by 100, you can just check if it is divisible by 4, it's a leap year, else it's not. So let's check this. I'll just comment this code. Let's check this for 2100. Okay, I have just told it's not a leap year. Not a leap year. Okay, any year you input 1396, let's say, it's a leap year because 1396 is divisible by 4. Okay, 542, not a leap year. Okay. 2400, it is divisible by 100, not divisible by 400 as well. It's a leap year. Okay, so this is the leap year function. Anyone has any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, let's move on to our next practice problem. Vending machine. Okay, so what we can do with vending machine? Given a product name, okay, and money, okay, so and number of items. Let's say there are 3 inputs. Vending machine should be able to decide ki, yeah, can I dispense that item or not? Okay, so let's do that. We'll keep, for simplicity, we'll keep 2 products only in the vending machine. So vending machine problem. Let's think that vending machine has 1 can of Coca-Cola, 1 can of Pepsi. So like many cans, but these are the only 2 products. And Coca-Cola cost 10 rupees, for example, and Pepsi cost 5 rupees. Okay, so Coca-Cola, we'll just do this Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Okay, Coca-Cola, yeah. Okay, so if what we want, product name first. Okay, let's keep that Coca-Cola. Okay, then amount of money given is equal to, let's say, 100. Okay, and how many items do I want? Num items. I want 10 items of Coca-Cola. What my code have to check? Okay, if product name is equal to Coca-Cola. Okay, else if product name is equal to Pepsi. Okay, so first condition is you check whether the product name is correct or not. Else you can do this with switch case as well. System.out.println invalid product. Okay, So first thing you have written the structure. Okay. What happens if it is Coca-Cola? Okay. What you have to check if the money given, if money given times num items they want is greater than 10 times is less than, sorry, number of stock we have, num stock of Coca-Cola, let's say. Okay. If money given, let's say I'm giving 100 rupees. See, total is 100, sorry. I'm sorry. This one, less than equal to. Money given is greater than equal to, sorry. Yeah. So first we have to check whether the cost of the item, the money given is correct or not. Okay. So if 10 is Coca-Cola's cost and number of items, 10 into 10, if the money given is more or equal to that, then we can dispense, else we cannot dispense. Before that, I have to check if the stock is there or not. Let's not check for stock. We can think that vending machine has unlimited supply of Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Okay. If this is true, then dispense. Things system.out. Take your Coca-Cola. Thank you for ordering. Thank you for ordering. Okay. Else money is less. Okay. So this is how you have to write. Break it down into smaller problems and then do it. Okay. So similarly for Pepsi we have to do, but instead of 10, what you have to do? 5, and you have to put Pepsi here. Okay. So this is a simple example of vending machine. Okay. Now you can just run this and see. Take your Coca-Cola. Thank you for ordering. Now what I will do, I will just put 4. 4 rupees I have given. Money is less. Okay. Simple vending machine kept in that it can be written using just small if else. It can be programmed. Okay. Next, let's see grade evaluation. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. Grade evaluation, and we'll see one more problem, print multiplication table. These two I'll give you for homework, income tax calculation and bacteria growth simulation. Okay. Let's see grade evaluation. So for grade evaluation, let's say if you guys score, if score is greater than 80, grade is A. Okay. If score is greater than 60, less than 80, it is B. Okay. Same case. If score is greater than 50, less than 60, it's C. If score is greater than 35, less than 50, it's D. If score is less than 35, it is F. Fail. Okay. So this is how you want to evaluate grades now. What you can do? Anyone can just help me with this. Any one student can just help me with coding this. You can unmute yourself and tell me the code. What should I use? Should I use for? Should I use if? Should I use switch? What should I use? If you're not comfortable unmuting yourself, you can just type it on chat. You can just type the first condition you want to check. I'll write int score is equal to any score 45. Okay. I just want to compute what is the grade. I think people are still not comfortable. So I will just type this. So from Monday, once we finalize the course, I will ask everyone, like I'll pinpoint and ask to speak. If it is not interactive, it doesn't feel like a class. Score greater than 80. Okay. It's greater than, not equal to. Okay. Let's keep greater than equal to. Okay. System dot out dot println grade is A grade. Okay. So this is else if. Okay. If you want to check more condition, else if. If you just want to check one condition, if else. Okay. If you want to check just one condition and don't want to do in else block anything, just use if, that's all. If you want to check more condition, if else if. And this is nested condition, if else. So these are nested conditions. Okay, you nest conditions. Okay, else if score greater than equal to 60, and this is the logical operator, score less than 8. What it is? B grade. Okay, else if same condition, score greater than 50, less than 60. What you have to do? C grade. Okay, C grade. Similarly, score greater than 35, less than 50, D grade. Okay, so just beware of copy pasting. I am doing. There can be mistakes that can be done. So similarly, what I did for do while copy pasting, I did some mistake and code went wrong. Okay, so it's better you type, but yeah, just for the speed of the lecture, I'm copy pasting. Else, what is the else block? Okay, so let's just print this D grade. Okay, now if you just print 91, let's see whether it will tell A grade or not. A grade. Okay, so this is how you write if else. Okay, is it simple or not now? Is it simple, guys? Just tell yes or no. You put it in chat if you're not comfortable speaking. Put it on chat. Will you be able to write if else if I just give few examples? Yes or no after this class? Anyone? Any yes? One yes also will be helpful for me. Okay? Okay, we'll go with next problem. We'll print multiplication table. Okay, so let's print int. We'll just table to be printed. We'll take that as an input is equal to 5. Let's say I have to print multiplication table for 5. Okay. You can also take till how much you have to print. 5 tens are. Let's say I have to print till 10. Print till which number? Okay, let's give name some meaningful so you will remember it. Let's keep 10. Okay. So what you can do? For okay, I, again we have to declare a int I is equal to 0. Okay, you can do here also. I less than print till which number. So till that number I have to print. Okay, I plus plus. Okay, if I goes greater, I want to break out of the loop. Okay, you will see one example of break as well. If we get time, we have just 7 minutes. What I want to print, system dot out dot println. At every iteration, I is, let's keep like this. Let's start I with 1. And let's print till number I plus plus. At every iteration, I is like this. Just what you have to print, you have to print 5 times okay. So just to input numbers, I think we use percentages, I think. Or else you can just do something like this. You can just add strings like this. I, then again space equals plus result. I times table to be printed. Okay. So this is how you print. What did I do? I'll just print and show, then you'll understand. Okay. This is what I did. 5 times 1 is 5. This is a multiplication table. This is how multiplication table are printed in our book, right? So what I did, 5 cross, this is always will be fixed. So this is also not fixed. Sorry. This will also be table to be printed plus. Okay. Since I started with 5, so I was lucky. So first what you have to print, table to be printed, and then we have to print this cross. So I have put space and cross. So I have put this. So strings can be added like this. It will get concatenated. Concatenated means it will stick one with other. Okay. Plus I is the iteration number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which you are doing here. So for each I, we are incrementing the I. This is an increment operator. We have seen that. Okay. What it will do for loop. Okay. We'll just check with this. What is the initialization we did for this looping statement? Okay. We did I is equal to 1. So I is 1 here. Next, condition checking. This is how it will execute. Condition check is I less than print till which number. So print till which number is 10. So we have to check whether I is less than 10. I is less than 10. If true, we have to execute this statement. If true, it is executing this. Okay. Then increment or decrement. Then it is incrementing I. Okay. It is incrementing I. Then after that again, I will become 2, I will become 3, I will become 4. Every time it will print until I becomes 11. It will print till 10. I will become 11. Then it will come out of. It won't print. Okay. So you can see 5 table is printed. Let's print 11 table. Table for 11. 11 ka table is printed. And you can see value is also correct because I am doing I into table to be printed. So 11 into 1 actually I am doing here, calculating here. Okay. So syntax for is we have to do some initialization. We have to have some condition. We have to do increment. Okay. And we have to make sure that if we increment at some point, this condition will go false. Let's say if I just keep, if I just do I minus minus, let's say what happens. Okay. You can see it started going. Wait, because this condition will never become false. Okay, I'll just stop the code. So that's the difference. So now what I'll do, someone by mistake added I minus minus. How to handle that? Okay, you can do something like if I is less than 0, or you can do before only, because you don't have to print on some false wrong things. You can just do if I is less than 0. We have seen one keyword in switch case. We can use that break. So if I is less than 0, it will break. Okay, let's start. What will happen, we'll see. It has printed 11 into 1 is equal to 0. 11 into 1 is equal to 11 because that satisfies I is less than print till which number. Then again it did 0. It's printed 11 into 0 is 0. Once I goes less than or equal to 0. So let's do that. It will print only this. Okay, this is the use of break statement. Okay, so this is how looping works. You just have 2 minutes. Any doubts in looping statements, control flow statements? Any doubts? So this is a homework. Whoever is joining course, please do this homework. Income tax calculator. Okay, I'll just give income, let's say 2 lakhs. And you can define slabs by yourself. Let's say if for let's keep this slab, standard slab. For 5 lakhs, it's 5%. Till 5 lakhs, it's 5%. No, not, till 5 lakhs, it's free. Let's say I am very lenient income finance minister. Till 5 lakhs, it's free. Till 20 lakhs, it's 10%. 5 to 20 for each amount. 5 to 20, it's 10%. From 20 to 30, it's 20%. Above 30, it's 30%. So this is the income tax slab. Just try to calculate income tax. Try it on weekend. Okay. Next is bacteria growth simulation. Every day there is one bacteria. On the day 1, it is one bacteria. Every day bacteria doubles. Okay. Every day bacteria doubles. You want to print what is you want to print day number and amount of bacteria present. Okay. And we want to stop if the bacteria number of bacteria exceeds 10,000, let's say. Okay. Every time bacteria doubles, we don't know how many times it will take to go till 10,000. We have to stop once bacteria goes more than 10,000. Okay. So these are the 2 problems. Please try to solve them. It will help you improve your coding. Practice it. You can just take a screenshot and you can try solving all these problems, which we have done. Okay. So let's recall, we have seen switch case statements, for loop, while, do while loop. Okay. Let's add this, think about this section also. What are the differences between for loop and while loop? When you might choose one over the other. So please think of this. What is the difference between same if else and switch statements? When would you choose one over the other? Just think about these things, practice the problems, and come on Monday. We will start the course. The course is started, but we will know who will be with us, and we will learn together. So it's not like I am complete expert on teaching or I am complete expert on Java. I have worked production, I have built apps, I have done production deployment in Java. But since there will be something which even I don't know, so we'll learn together. Okay? Just think about the course, just make your decision and let us know. We will help you till the placement. Okay? 4 or 5 months we will be there with you. Okay? Thank you. Bye bye.